It's never the East-West. It's the Coral Gables regional.
Got the
It
ETL
always
region, the Guggen's region.
seemed like it was even a little bit more
Tomorrow
of an
is Is it going to rain again today? Or are we good?
Yeah, no, it's going to pour.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, it starts about noon.
Oh, jeez.
Heavy sigh.
That's according to your guy.
Yeah, he's good.
Or Beadenball, one of those characters.
I'm just looking. Wait. Right. Oh, yeah. There's all kinds of massive stuff heading
It
this
stopped
way.
yesterday, right? You get your steps in, or
I got some steps
excuses today, or do we have stories?
It was a battle.
What do we have?
It's the one question that's burning across America. Where are we at?
Do we have a tally right now?
Yeah.
Shouldn't that be posted on some sort of social site or something?
No, you're probably right. I'll get the spreadsheet and let people know.
Country's starving
public record.
Country's starving for competition.
This is what it's come to.
Give them a blood sport.
Yesterday we managed to find 23,000 steps. So 23,286. We're off to a good start this week. 23 the day before and 27 on Sunday.
When this started, weren't we only doing like 12 or 13?
We were more like a great day would be if you hit 20, 18, 15.
Right, so it's inspiring you about 20%.
Yeah.
About 20% more. Did you guys, either one of you, happen to catch last night live on FS1, or not FS1, on the Florida Sports? And Beef, this is more up your alley. I don't know. Does the Boy King play video games? Does he play the sports video games?
He plays sports stuff.
2K and Madden and those things?
Yes.
I tell you what's become really popular right now are these EA Sports simulations playing out. Last night, Fox Sports Florida, which is the carrier of the Heat, showed the Heat Raptors game EA Sports simulated. Live, like on the air last night from 8:30 or 7 to 8:30 or 8 to 9:30 or whatever the time frame was. It came on TV with an announcer and just like you were going to watch the Heat. Now, I didn't watch it, so I don't know. I wonder, though, if they went so far as to have the Miami Heat play-by-play team actually broadcast the simulation, or did they? Who's the voice? Is it Gus Johnson for 2K? Do you even know, Beef? Do you play the sports games? No.
I haven't bought or played a sports game in probably 7 years.
Yeah, I'll tell you what else is happening out there for the
Beef,
real.
do you still do the Grand Theft Auto every year?
Well, it doesn't come out every year.
Oh. When it comes out, you'll go get it?
Oh, yeah.
If it came out like next week, you'd go get it?
My God, you wouldn't see me for 3 months.
Oh,
really? When was the last time it came out?
It's been probably 6-7 years. Grand Theft Auto 5.
Oh.
Yeah.
What has replaced that?
The shooting games, the war games.
There's all kinds. Yeah, people are into those.
What is like the number one video game right now?
I think it's
besides
one of
the
those
sports.
Call of Duty, not
that
Call
new
of
Call of Duty,
Yeah,
Modern Warfare, the Warzone.
All right, that's
people are big into that right now.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
But I tell you what else, these simulations are so crazy. If you go on Beef, who's your Friday 5-pack sponsor deal? The website,
My Bookie.
Like MyBookie, like you go on MyBookie, you can bet on these EA Sports games. Like they run live do it like starts like a regular game. It's crazy.
Yeah. Is that the one that they're all gambling on?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You can gamble on them. And last night, though, I meant to watch it, and I quite honestly I fell asleep. But I was curious what Fox Sports Florida was actually going to do with. I'm assuming that's a playoff matchup, is what I'm assuming. Would the playoffs have started already? Right, Beef? They would have. NBA playoffs?
Yeah, last week.
Yeah.
Would the Heat and Raptors be a first round matchup? That sounds kind of right. Doesn't
I think based on the way based on where the standings were, if not, it was pretty close to that.
Let me.
I'm double checking
here. All right.
Well, I know like SNY showing the Mets simulating Mets games.
Like live on the air, or just showing the result, but they're actually showing the video game being played.
Yeah, the Magic were actually the 8 seed. It would have been Heat Pacers as a 4-5.
Oh,
yeah.
Magic have been squaring off with the Bucks.
No, it was the Raptors in the Heat is what they were showing last
Raptors in the Heat. No, Raptors as a 2 seed would have the Nets in the first round.
The coronavirus pandemic roller coaster continues to go up and down. It's so fascinating to me. One moment, everything's pointing up. The next moment, it's doom and gloom. The next minute, everything's pointing up. And when I got up this morning, I looked around and I saw some positives like golf PGA Tour getting ready to return in mid-June. Is that what I saw?
Yeah.
Colonial.
June 11th would be there. So it really be kind of probably June 6th or 7th when they report to town.
So, who knows how it's going, where we're going, and what is ahead. Nobody really knows. I know that, college football is now, college football, those guys, they're just the worst, dude. Listen to me. We're going to get not just a playoff, right? We're going to get a 16-team playoff all of a sudden.
This year?
That's going to be okay.
Because they're going to play less games?
No, because they need money. So we're We're going to get
that
one.
is- that's laughable.
It is laughable.
Yeah, you can't say you can't care about the kids all this time. But of all the times to pile on extra, this wouldn't be the year. People have been through a lot.
It is going to happen fast.
Well, good.
And now listen.
It's the wrong reason, but I'll take it.
If there's no football in the fall, they're even, they'll do it in the spring. They will do it next spring.
Play football in the spring?
You will have college football starting whenever you can, like January, February, playing it up against the spring sports. You have to. They're not going to miss a calendar year unless absolutely annihilates everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's football drives college sports, even though they're all just student athletes and they're all doing it for the love of the game.
One thing is forgotten when we bash the main engine, which is football or basketball. There is a reality that they do subsidize, in many cases, 8, 10, 12, 15 other sports on campus. Apparently, this heat thing, they've been doing it. They started on April 7th, simulating the rest of the season. The Raptors would have been the final regular season opponent. So the simulation's been airing on Fox Sports Sunshine before what would have been that Heat game that night.
Yeah. Well, that's good.
That's not doing it for me. That's like stopping in the room and watching your kids play Madden. It's no fun.
No. Rather play. If you want me to sit and play.
I could never play that. Well,
you'll beat
some
me,
of the sports. Yeah, the Madden was just too much.
Yeah. But anyway, so we'll see what happens with the college football world, but that's certainly out there. NFL moves a day closer to the draft. A lot more mock drafts popped out yesterday, so there's plenty to talk about. And later today, I don't know when, but there are lists that come out all the time, right? I told you about my frustration of which three. Well, now
we've never been a list show. Good for us. Pat on the back.
Now
we've made it through sports radio all these years without bogging down with list shows.
My 15-year-old's fascinated by lists, and sometimes
perhaps we're making a mistake then.
Sometimes I drag him out on the walks. And so he started rattling one off to me yesterday, and I finally looked at him and I said, stop it. That's the dumbest list in the history of lists.
Boy King, I feel you, my friend.
I
feel you. I've seen that look, and heard that quote myself.
Yeah. So I'm going to present it to you, and I'm going to wait till you sort of start to poke holes in the list and realize that, my gosh,
that'll be fun.
That list, who came up with that list? Whoever put that list together, A, doesn't know anything about the sport with which the list is about,
right?
And B,
the topic, I believe we
not
call
only
that.
B, A, missed people, and B, put them in a terrible. It's just an awful list, awful list.
Wow, and so awful that it deserves to be retold.
It deserves to be retold. It has to be retold.
We need to bask in its awfulness.
And the people who put it together, shame on them. I think it sort of disappeared. But actually, the youngster is the one who brought the list to my attention.
It was such a bad that it had to be recalled.
They shame pulled it?
I think they shame pulled it. I made him, and I don't know how he does it. Again, I made him screenshot it to me or something. Is that what it's called?
Screen grab it.
Screen grab it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he sent me that list.
Like the kids always say. You can delete the tweet, but the internet is forever.
Correct. There you go. And big strides were made on the puzzle yesterday as well. So a lot of good things were happening.
Proud of you, buddy.
Yeah, how long does it take, by the way, in puzzling land?
How many pieces is it?
It's a 500.
You should do that in an afternoon, Dan.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
One afternoon?
Yeah, you should have been done.
Oh, hell no.
Yeah, you got 3 or 4 hours to devote to that. Should be done.
We were so proud, me and Riggs, last night.
Yeah. The time you've put in, that should
and
be
we still got a long way to go.
How many hours have you put into it? Honestly, good, hard, grinding hours.
That's
just 1 or 2?
No.
A lot more than that.
Yeah.
This is a bit of a referendum.
Wow.
Dumb.
Maybe, perhaps.
I
have
dumb people.
I'm always now thinking of competitive ideas.
Are you stupid?
I say we have a 200-piece puzzle off here in the studio one
We're going to get down one of those things with the 3 holes, like a triangle, a square, and a circle.
I want the 5-year-old puzzle where it's a 6-piece puzzle.
And it's like a big block. It's like a big, thick piece of wood. The puzzle
like
pieces.
Idiocracy.
Really? You should do a 500-piece puzzle in an afternoon?
Oh, hell yes.
Yeah, I don't.
Wow.
Before you beat yourself up too bad.
My kid's 5. He does 100 pieces in 40 minutes.
Listen, hold on. It's not just about the number of pieces. It's about the difficulty of the puzzle. Some of them you don't see the...
Dude, there are some
oranges. The ones with leaves, the orange leaves and stuff, they're all the same.
Yeah.
I will say this in your defense, Dan.
Yes.
It appears as though you're doing a puzzle of the swamp.
It's a University of Florida football puzzle. It has all different things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it looks at least a little complex.
Okay.
A lot of same colors, which
Yes.
makes the mixed
There's
bag.
one area of black inside the helmet that is a nightmare.
There's a hellacious amount of blue and orange. You don't know what goes where.
Oh.
How long? I've just Google tells you everything, and I'm on puzzlewarehouse.com.
Oh, no.
The
One of my
question
favorite
is,
sites.
I was so proud.
The question
we were
is-
high-fiving last night.
the question
taking a
is,
turn.
I'm going to have to go home and tell the wife we're dumb people.
Weeping.
I could have told you. All right.
Gosh.
The question is, how long should it take to do a 500-piece puzzle?
Yeah.
The answer is, normally for a standard 500-piece puzzle, it takes around 4 to 6 hours from start to finish.
All right.
You're going to have to go home, honey. Close the laptop. You're not qualified for
We
this.
have got to do this in 30 minutes, honey.
Oh,
We have
4
30
to
minutes
6.
or we're dumb.
I'm
30
sorry.
minutes or we're dumb.
Yeah, we're not done in 4. I would say this one is going to be more of a. Let's see. We did 2.
And you need to tag out. You need to call in like a puzzle first responder.
I'd say we're
get that thing done for you.
I'd say we're close to about 6-7 hours already, and we're not done. I tell you that. But we made some great strides in the puzzle. But
It's all about the
I'm proud of
family.
you.
It's
You
all,
were getting
definitely
stride.
going over
You got
there.
your rhythm.
it's all about the growing together.
maybe I'll
part of it.
get better though on the puzzling. Let's be honest.
a
I haven't
puzzle
done
rookie.
a puzzle like maybe since I was a kid, for sure.
I haven't done one either. I used to love them. Maybe I'm not any good anymore either. Now I feel like I need to get a 500-piece puzzle just to like measure myself.
Apparently,
And skills if you wrote. Good luck finding one.
apparently it's hard to find a puzzle these
Well,
days.
when you get done with yours, undo it and then
I can
just
do that.
give it to me and I'll
Yeah.
try it.
all right.
Oh, wow.
But then,
Direct comparison.
I don't know. We'll have to disinfect it.
Well, I don't. I'll
That's
take my,
good, though, because we can
I'll
compare
take my
apples to
chance.
apples.
I don't plan on eating the puzzle pieces. I'm just going to do the puzzle.
Let's take a break. We got GSJ coming up.
We do.
2 seed who will be in action tomorrow in the
Tomorrow
chalk
against
bracket.
Murph.
It's a CPR contracting on Wednesday. Experts in big problems when it comes to your concrete projects. Let them fix them, solve them, and keep them from ever happening again. That's CPR Contracting. Go to cprcontracting.com.
Now, Downtime with Dan on 1010XL. Brought to you by Ameris Bank. At Ameris Bank, you don't have to pay for our attention. Our advice doesn't come with a price tag. See what we're all about at amerisbank.com.
By the way, we're officially in the don't believe what you hear about the draft zone now. I think we have to, preface everything that we learn with that statement because it's time for the lies to really fly, right? In other words, you really want this guy, so you put out that you want this guy, and that's how the game begins. Nobody wants the other teams to know what they're planning on doing because the other teams in front of them could thusly put an end to that real quickly, force trades and such. So it's called smoke screens, and it's out there right now, and it starts this week. So anyway, it's fun to listen to, but take everything you hear about the draft now with a grain of salt.
At Ameris Bank, you don't have to pay for our attention. Our advice doesn't come with a price tag. Whether your needs are large or small, we'll go out of our way to get things done for you. To us, every deal matters, and Ameris Bank team members are fiercely committed to businesses on the First Coast. From startups to expansions, we're here to get you what you need when you need it. You have our attention. See what we're all about at amerisbank.com. Ameris Bank is a member FDIC and equal housing lender. All loans are subject to credit approval.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
Hello, I'm Renee Harrell. Clients are the best judge of our success. That's why we have hundreds of client thank yous on our website. If you've been in an accident, visit harrelandharrell.com. Don't settle for less than you deserve.
Offices, Jacksonville.
Drive forward. At this particularly hard time for our country and our great city, all of us at Jacksonville Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram Bay Meadows feel an obligation to remain open as long as possible to serve the needs of our customers and our community. Call us and we'll make an appointment for you to come to the dealership. If you prefer to stay home, we're offering remote sales options to keep you moving. We're making every effort to maintain a clean and sterilized, safe environment. Our service department is open for all your service needs. We'll pick up your vehicle and deliver it back to you when service is completed. Check our inventory online at jaxcjdr.com. Choose the car, truck, or SUV you're interested in. It will be cleaned and disinfected before your test drive. For a limited time, get 0% financing for 84 months and make no payments for 90 days. We're here to serve you in a safe and responsible manner. This is an unprecedented time, and you deserve our best. Jacksonville Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram will keep you moving. I-295 and Bay Meadows.
You might remember the name Tommy Hiller, played at Bowles, played for Steve Spurrier down in Gainesville. Bottom line is, when you spend that much of your life playing for Corky Rogers and Steve Spurrier, a job well done is kind of your main priority. So when you visit Florida Fence and Rail, you are going to get a job well done. Looking to sell to fence contractors, but a homeowner in need of a fence? Call Florida Fence and Rail. Florida Fence and Rail, located in Maynard, got a huge warehouse, have technology and equipment no one else has. Best in the business is Florida Fence and Rail. Look them up today at floridafenceandrail.com.
This date in sports history is brought to you by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
On April 15th, 1947, Jackie Robinson debuted in the major leagues with the Dodgers, officially becoming the MLB's first African-American player.
This is Coach Ellen Darley of Darley's Plumbing with a quick tip about what to do if your favorite sporting events are not on TV. Read a book, play card games with your family, get outside for a nature hike, call your parents. Just because your favorite sporting events are canceled this week doesn't mean your plumbing issues went away. Darley's is here for you. And since we're all washing our hands more frequently, I mean you are, right? Call us at Darley's Plumbing, where quality counts. We're online at darleysplumbing.com. License number CFC 056702.
Dave Benyon here, owner of Zero Res. One of the first steps the CDC recommends for the prevention of COVID-19 is the cleaning of any dirty surfaces. Quote, cleaning does not kill germs, but by removing them, it lowers their numbers and the risk of spreading infection. End of quote. Zero Res is on the front lines when it comes to fighting against germs and viruses. Not only can we do the best job possible at cleaning your carpets and tile, but we have commercial-grade disinfectants that can sanitize your hard surfaces after we have cleaned them. With so many folks working at home, now is the perfect time to get your place of business completely cleaned and sanitized. Have your boss call Zero Res today. Right now, we're offering 20% off all commercial carpet cleaning. Call Zero Res at 287-5727. That's 287-5727. Zero Res, spelled forward or backwards, it's the right way to clean.
Brakes for less is what we do. We know drums, rotors, pads, and shoes. If there's a squeal in your wheel, come see the best. 733 Stop.
Brakes for less.
All we do
are brakes for less.
Hello, this is Father Nicholas Lowe. For many of us today, we are filled with fear, worry, and uncertainty regarding the coronavirus. But my encouragement for you today is to remember that throughout the Bible, two of the most often used words are fear not. My challenge for you is to let your fear walk and let your faith go to work. Starve your fears and feed your faith.
To hear more inspirational messages by Reverend Dr. Nicholas Lowe, please visit our website at stjohnthedivine.com.
Attention diesel mechanics. Republic Services is now hiring in Duval and St. Johns County. And with Republic Services, new diesel mechanics get a $2,000 sign-on bonus, $1,000 yearly tool allowance, and competitive benefits. Republic Services will even pay for your ASC certifications and offer a bonus for each certification earned. Join the Republic Services team and make a positive impact on your community and environment today. Visit republicservices.jobs for more information and to apply. Wear the star, drive your career.
Slip and falls can be embarrassing, leaving you in pain and feeling like you've lost control. I'm Glenn Levine from the law offices of Anajar and Levine. After a fall, document the scene by taking photographs. Make sure to get medical attention for any injuries you may have. If you've been injured in a slip and fall, call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 904-600-4000. That's 904-600-4000 for a free consultation. And take back control of your life. Office in Jacksonville.
This 1010XL 92.5 FM hour is powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 904-600-4000. That's 904-600-4000. Now, USAPark.net brings you Get Smart John.
Oh, they're ready to play. The Googans are chomping at the bit. They don't get their trivia these days, so they listen Wednesday mornings to GSJ and play trivia alongside with us. Good morning, TriviaNation.com, King.
Good morning, Googans. So I found some questions going back to 2005 when you guys were at the Toaster, which means 15 years we've been doing this.
15 years of trivia.
2020.
What a glorious run.
It's been. That's why you're a 2-seed, quite frankly.
Well, and I appreciate that. Going up very stiff competition.
Oh, yeah.
The esteemed Daniel Murphy.
Oh.
But having said that, okay, in my probably literally of thousands of shout-outs, okay, I'm going to do something historical.
A historical today.
Yes.
All right.
Would that be no shout-outs?
Beef, if you would. I'm giving a shout-out to me to lobby to the Googans and Googanellas to vote for me over D-Murph.
Vote for John. There you go. Good for you, John.
I'm
You should.
doing it, okay?
That's all right.
Okay, usually I'm a pretty humble guy. You guys have known me a long time.
Long time. Very humble.
I don't toot my horn very
Your
often.
cologne just called it disagrees.
So,
John's gonna start using
please
his,
vote for me, okay?
I like it.
You've
Because
been, John
I consider
has
myself
been,
a staple of the show.
You are a staple of the show. I look forward to Wednesdays. I enjoy it. It's one of my favorite
No doubt.
segments every week, and it's every week. So good for you. I'll be rooting for you, friend.
Thank you. Mine as well. I enjoy it. You know,
No disrespect,
all
John.
of these years.
I kind of would root for D. Murph just because of
well,
the Mets thing. And,
listen, I know.
Yeah.
I didn't.
I mean,
I completely understand.
If Adolf Christian Jurgensen was up against me, you'd probably root for Sonny.
Of course I would.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah, that's right, and I would understand.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. All right. We're going to get you started with From the Latin.
From the Latin?
Yes.
Vidi, vici, vidi.
To push, to shove.
To shove. What are we dealing with here? PROS, pros, to, and shun, to push.
Okay. The prefix una, U-N-I, or uni, comes from the Latin word meaning what number?
One.
Yeah.
That was easy. As in unicycle.
Uniform.
Yes, that's right.
Unilateral.
Unabomber.
Oh.
Not that one. Seems like Unabomber almost went UNA, too, didn't he? Or no?
Speaking of, you just gave me another question to ask you. Okay, what was the name of the Unabomber?
That was
Ted
Ted
Kaczynski.
Kaczynski.
Very good. Just checking. Very good.
Played
Joey.
expertly by Will Ferrell on Saturday Night Live, back when
Yeah.
Will Ferrell was still funny. You guys dispatched him pretty quickly on us.
Salad dressing.
They cut right to our core, man.
Salad
BWR and Will
dressing.
Ferrell both gone before the Sweet 16. I mean,
Oh, man.
clearly-
Got to rethink the show.
Clearly, one thing
Thousand
about the
Island, John.
Googans, they don't like Dan and Jeff. Not that much.
Thousand Island, final answer.
Okay, named. Okay, again, salad dressing.
Uh-huh.
Named for the region on the Upper St. Lawrence River. What dressing is typically light orange in color and usually comes on a Reuben sandwich?
It's the grossest ever.
It's not too bad.
You like it?
It's okay.
I guess the reason I hate Thousand Island dressing is because it's what when I first discovered as a
It's got some
5-year-old.
mayonnaise
Oh, because
base
it has
in
mayonnaise in it.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
but the reason I knew, when you're a kid, you don't know what has what. I mean, I
true.
know now that it was the mayonnaise why I didn't like it, but the reason I particularly hate Thousand Island is because it was the dressing that my parents used when I was 4 or 5 or whatever and got introduced to dressing for the first time and hated it so much. So there you go.
Okay.
Backstory. Thousand Island dressing. Exotic.
Very
Makes
good.
you feel like you're in the Caribbean.
Anatomy.
Anatomy.
Is that also special sauce beef? Is that just Thousand Island on a Big Mac or no?
I think there's something else with it.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's primarily that, though. I think you're right. Anatomy.
Mm-hmm.
Is the jugular a vein or an artery?
Did we have this?
Yeah, it's a vein.
Yeah.
Did we have that last week?
Yes, I believe we had that
Did
last
I?
week. John.
Yeah, I think so.
Jugular's a vein.
We've definitely had that one.
I thought I checked that. I beg your
It's all
pardon.
right.
That's
No
all right.
worries.
I thought I was having a little deja vu.
All
there.
right, the win's a win.
We'll take the dub.
Right. Absolutely.
It's a division
Okay.
opponent. We've played them twice now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Music.
Manilow!
Beautiful.
In which southern U.S. city was Elvis Presley born?
It was Tupelo.
Yeah.
Tupelo is correct.
I am smart. It's Marty.
I tell you what, man, I was about 10 when Elvis died, and I was living in Tennessee. I mean, it'd be like Italy when the Pope died.
That's like the end of the world.
I mean,
I want that.
honestly,
I
like in an era where there wasn't even like hourly news updates. You got newspapers in the afternoon when I was a kid, and that thing spread like wildfire, man.
But I was in
was
New York
big.
State when it happened, and
Same thing.
it was
he was a huge
It's not
guy.
obviously, but Elvis was. Yeah.
Yeah, he was huge even there. I didn't.
I mean, it's Michael Jackson, right? Same
I think so.
Type of thing.
I
He's been in Jacksonville not long before he died.
I wasn't old enough to like be super like
Yeah.
tied. I didn't like dislike or like
Because
Elvis.
he was-
I wasn't into music yet.
He
but
was. He
I
was a
watched more of
movie.
his movies.
Yeah, he was a movie star too. He did a lot of those. I don't know, like
Yeah, Blue Hawaii. And
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
I was
They
probably
all
not
had the
gonna-
same plot.
Yeah.
Boy gets girl, boy loses girl, boy gets girl back.
And
yeah.
sings his way into her heart.
Yes.
I do remember, though, I was like, we were living in Tennessee. I do remember the lady across the, behind our house, across the creek, I was about to say. What a redneck I am. Wailing on her back porch, sobbing. And I just was so confused by it all. That's why it was scarring to me. I was like, what is going on?
Okay, here's a little segue. We were just talking about Thousand Island dressing. The category is movies.
Oh, I thought the categories were going to be gross. Okay, good. Movies.
John Travolta's character explains they call it a Royale with cheese in what 1990s movie?
That's a Pulp Fiction, Jim.
That's correct.
Boom! Yes!
Well done, Beef.
Yes.
Because every other 1990s John Travolta picture wasn't worth watching.
Yeah.
You take that back. Have you seen Look Who's Talking?
Have you seen Face Off? That was an all-timer.
Face Off.
Nicolas
Although I did
Cage.
like Phenomenon. I
And
did think that was a pretty good movie.
John Travolta, you haven't seen Face Off, Dan. This is.
Oh, I've seen.
No,
Face Off is
Dan.
Gonzo.
Have
Nicolas
you seen?
Cage, yeah,
I'm guessing you
yeah.
have. You have. Oh yeah, dumbest thing ever.
Yeah.
Cut faces off and swap them. I mean, what an idiotic idea that is.
That's
and I can't make a movie.
What was his character's name?
Oh,
I have no idea on that.
Castor Troy.
Yes.
That was Nicolas Cage's. I can't remember.
Castor Troy.
Sean something.
It's a harsh
with
name.
John
Yeah.
Travolta's.
Had a weird name.
I don't want to mess with anybody named Castor. If your name's Castor
Yeah.
out there, I'm taking a pass.
Yeah.
Broken Arrow.
Broken Arrow. Slater.
Another dumb Travolta.
Howie Long.
Howie Long. That's right. That's right.
The legend.
Which dessert food consists of ice cream and cake topped with browned meringue?
Which dessert food?
Is that Baked Alaska?
It is Baked Alaska.
You're not sliding that past
That's like the dessert past me, son.
Beefer.
It's like getting honey by a bear.
Yes. By the way, your audio clue, I got inspiration from the drill yesterday. Just
Wonderful.
So you know. Yes. That's coming up shortly.
Oh.
TV.
TV.
Yes. On Sanford and Son.
Yeah.
What type of business did Fred Sanford run?
Salvage yard.
Yeah.
Yep, junkyard. Very good.
That is correct.
Also the best theme song.
One of the best theme songs ever. I used to love it. Remember when Republican Ron would call?
Yeah.
So we had this guy who used to call back in the day, Republican Ron, and he called in and he said he had a car up on blocks in the backyard. He was working on it. So from that point forward, every time he called, we played the Sanford and Son.
Oh,
whatever happened to
good.
Ron? Do you have any idea? Have you ever heard from him?
Haven't heard from Ron.
It's been
I
a lot
believe
of
he's
years.
living on an island with Southside Mike.
It's been a lot of years.
Yeah.
I think we've lost Southside Mike. I think tragedy's befallen.
You think seriously?
Well, I mean,
you don't hear him anywhere
ever, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Literature. Which mountain range is the setting for Washington Irving's Rip Van Winkle?
It's Adirondacks, isn't it? No, Appalachians, Beef. What is it?
Appalachian sounds more likely, but I'm
Rip
not
Van
sure.
Winkle. Mountain range.
I sure thought it was the Adirondacks, but I think it would have said nice.
Rip
We got
is,
it
of course,
right.
the grandfather, Rob Van Winkle. You know him more by his stage name, Vanilla Ice.
Correct. Of the Van Winkle family.
Yeah.
Also related to Nick Van Exel.
It's not Appalachian. It's the New York Catskills.
Could be the Catskills.
And, of course,
Catskills.
Edward Van Halen.
Yes, Catskills. Good job.
Nice
Very
pull.
nice.
Hey, you can go on
That
Twitch.
is
No,
correct.
not using the computer.
No.
Math.
Masks?
M-A-T-H. Math.
Oh, math.
Which 13-letter word is defined as at an angle of 90 degrees to a given line, plane, or surface?
Perpendicular.
Yes.
That was easy.
Very nice.
And he got a C in geometry.
I hated geometry. Okay, so audio clues.
Yes.
We're going to give you back-to-back because
Yes.
you had a theme going yesterday.
Okay.
So, first up, Danny.
Yeah. Well, I love a rainy night. I love a rainy night.
Love the way you
And I
walk.
know you played that yesterday. Very good. Okay, thank you, B. And I need the artist who performed it.
That's Kenny Loggins, isn't it? No, Eddie Rabbit.
Eddie Rabbit.
Eddie Rabbit.
Eddie Rabbit.
Okay.
And
Easy.
the other?
Okay, and the next.
Did we know that? Y'all would have got that probably. I
Yeah.
jumped the gun on Kenny.
That's Neil Sedaka.
Oh, you got without him having to sing. Okay,
You're right.
checking.
You're right. My
Okay.
man's wheelhouse there, John.
Don't come
Yeah, well,
yeah.
you're, it just gave me inspiration.
You can't come at Dan Hicken with anybody named Neil. Okay, if it's Neil and he sings,
Diamond.
then he's going to croon.
Tanaka.
Yeah, Neil Sedaka's a legend, man.
Young.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, he's going to give you Goulet.
Goulet!
Red ships of Spain.
Okay. Very good. Languages. What is the official language
Pig
of
Latin.
the Netherlands?
Of the Netherlands, Dutch.
Dutch. That is correct.
That is correct.
Sports. Boasting an absurd batting lineup. A recording of what iconic comedy routine was placed in the Baseball Hall of Fame in 1956?
Abbott and Costello. Who's on first?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Beef, what is that? That is
Third
correct
base.
from?
What was what? That is correct. That's from Billy Madison when the bus driver played by Chris Farley was trying to help him study playing like a strip study game.
Oh, nice.
That is correct.
He was standing in for his girlfriend.
That's Chris Farley's voice?
Yes.
Good for him. Doesn't sound like him. I get that question a lot. I never know the answer.
Nah, you know.
That thing he played with. Buddy, I don't know.
Organizations. Founded in 1888. What nonprofit organization with society in its name and a namesake magazine sponsored Jacques Cousteau on 37 expeditions?
Say it again now.
There's a magazine and
Founded
society.
in 1888. What nonprofit organization with society in its name and a namesake magazine sponsored Jacques Cousteau on 37 expeditions?
Like Cousteau was National Geographic.
I was going to say, was it the National Geographic
Oceanographic Society, maybe?
But there's a society in the name?
Yeah. Well, no, there was a society in the name that sponsored them, but they also had their name was also attached to a magazine.
Jacques Cousteau was da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da, boom, boom.
I believe
It
so.
was Mutual of Omaha.
Yeah, that's
Wild
Mutual of
Kingdom.
Omaha.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's what that was.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, that was Wild Kingdom.
Damn it.
Yeah, I mean,
That was Marlon Perkins.
Okay, so what are you going with?
Yeah, my young
National
friend Jim.
Geographic,
Watch my
aren't
young
we?
friend.
Yes, that's correct.
Watches
Okay,
my
very good.
young friend Jim wrestles the
Movie link.
400-pound tiger. My young
I'm
friend
going to say
Jim.
Beef will get this.
All right.
Okay.
You're probably
Who
right.
Looks like
appeared,
my young friend Jim is being choked out by the anaconda.
who appeared in Adventureland, Trainwreck, and It Chapter 2?
It's Bill Hader.
Yes. Very
That
good.
is correct.
I've seen
Very
neither
nice.
of those three films. That
I
would've been
saw
hard for
the
me.
one is the one with LeBron in it, right?
Trainwreck.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
good.
the
I did
Humor
that,
one, he
actually.
was the boyfriend.
I saw that one.
Yeah.
LeBron was pretty good in that,
He
actually.
was funny. Yeah.
Who did Bill
Music.
Hader was he the adult version of the kid from Stranger Things in it too?
I didn't see the It's.
I didn't see it too either.
I saw the It one. It 2 just came out, didn't it?
It 2's on HBO now. It's been and gone. In
What
the
is it? Just the next cycle when he comes back?
Yeah,
is
because the
basically what
story
they
of it is like it
Yeah,
picks up
every
like
20
25 years
yeah.
later or 27 years
Right.
later, so it's the adults
So
coming
they-
back to finish it off.
do? I got you. I'll watch
In
that. I liked
2013.
it. I thought it was good.
Who became only the third female singer after Aretha Franklin and Madonna to chart over 40 top 40 hits?
You always think it's Whitney.
What
No,
year
it
did
was
Mariah?
2013.
Mariah Carey,
No, I think in 2013 it was who did it?
Beyonce.
No, was it Beyonce? I think it was Beyonce.
Beyonce.
Taylor Swift.
Oh,
Okay, the music industry has gone to hell.
Tater. That's some bullshit. Is that our first miss?
Yes,
I believe it was. Okay.
big suck bill.
Okay. Science.
Science.
Idiot. From a Latin word meaning how much, what
Bush.
branch of
Son.
physics explores the concept of matter and energy on a particle level?
From a who? What?
What
Physics?
just happened?
What?
Here's my answer to that.
From a Latin word meaning how much,
Yeah.
what branch of physics explores
Quantum.
the
It's quantum
concept
physics.
of
Yeah.
matter?
It's quantum physics. That's what it is.
Yes.
Thank you.
There you go.
You know, as
Very
soon as
good.
Come on.
you know what happened? As soon as you asked that question, I was 16 again, and I looked out the window.
I'm just gonna go with C.
Well, you know what I did? I know that
I got
the
nothing to do.
Spanish word for how much is cuanto, so that's what I went.
Okay.
That's how I got there.
Looked out the
I
window.
just looked out the window.
We have no
love
window.
it.
That's what makes it scary. I
I'm
don't know
gonna
what
say
to say.
false, Teach. It's not multiple choice.
If,
TV.
if the teacher had asked me at that point for something, I would have went,
I need to use the restroom.
Ball pass. Okay. What series stars Freddie Highmore as Sean Murphy, a young autistic savant surgical resident?
That's the Good Doctor.
Yeah.
Correct.
That's new, right? That's out now.
That's newish.
Yeah.
That is correct.
He also played Norman
Never seen
Bates
that.
on Bates Motel.
Really?
And he was great.
Really? Okay. Okay.
John,
we're
obviously
going to
not
do
interested.
Express here.
Yeah, go.
Okay. The 13 colonies. The founder of what colony called it a holy experiment where Quaker beliefs could be applied to government?
Pennsylvania.
Correct. Nicknames. What World War II American general was labeled blood and guts?
Patton.
Correct. And mountains.
Yep.
Clingman's
Space.
Dome, Tennessee's highest peak, is sometimes known as what two-word name, which is found following, on top of, in a song title?
Old Smoky.
You got it.
Hi, Johnny!
Good work, guys.
Good work, bro. Thanks.
I was going to go with spaghetti.
Get Smart John right here, right now. We missed just
We
one.
missed just the one.
This was one we were so close
It
to
was
being
Taylor
perfect.
And it was about your friend.
Yeah, we were close to being perfect, but in
I
reality,
wasn't listening to that question, so because I was thinking all time, and it was
You checked out.
Yeah.
You didn't hear the 2013.
Again, it was a lengthy segment, and I went to the Bahamas there for a little bit.
Where you met Taylor Swift.
But it was nice.
Ironically.
We're back with more after this.
The 1010XL studios are kept clean by Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
Even when no one's playing sports, we're still talking